Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now today we're feeling a lot better, I think. Don't turn that off accidentally, I was just trying to... Yeah, it's right out. Okay, I feel a lot better today. Still got a very bad cough, but... And my throat, my voice has not come back. And that's okay. So, today we're going to do a little bit of something on this again. And I've found this that I did a really long time ago when I started trying to do stuff like this, and I'm going to show you how I did that because that's pretty cool, isn't it? And we need a leaf on here of some sort, don't we? Now I've got more of these because I found another packet of these. I've been in here this morning fishing around finding the most amazing things, you know, I just can't help it. So I needed a green leaf, and I don't know if I've got one. I was going to get my my big shot, and I was going to put, well, I don't even have a green one, do we? We can have an orange one. We can have whatever colour we like. Look at these circles. And I was going to show you, and I will sort that out to show you cutting out these things. Now, the felt. But I think today, because this is a bit bigger, I'm going to show you how to do this. And you'll be able to see it a bit better, that's all. Well, the little one, it may work down the track somewhere, so I don't know why I didn't cut more of these felt ones out. I know I've done more than this with that. I know I have done more of them, but that was the only one that I came across today, which was really good because now I can do something with it. Some of these ones I might just cut down a bit too, so instead of having such a big flower on them, because I need to put this design around all of this piece. We need to go along right across the back and that with it, so I'll just sit those up there, and I'm going to get something that'll go in there, and by that I'll have to get something out of here, I think, that I've already cut out the shape, and then I can just put it behind it. Or you can do it yourself, just do it by hand, it'll still work. Okay, let's put these back in here. Somebody sent me those, I think it might have been, could have been Stephanie. Somebody cut them out for me anyway. Thank you very much, whoever that was. Okay, so this has got another piece of fabric behind it, but it also has, you have to cut out the inside bit, and that's all right. I mean, we're not worried about doing that, that'll be fine. We just need a nice bit, that'll look good in there, will it? Is it too, it's too small, isn't it? Because if we don't have it a bit bigger, this is the right size leaf, this one. Okay. Now, got no idea how I did this before, so let's just, you know, work towards it, I guess. Let's just cut that, fold that in half, if we can, to start with. And, bless me soul, I don't think I've got a pair of sharp little scissors in here, but I'll use these ones, they should make it, they should do all right. And I'm just going to cut this bit out of the centre here, and by folding it in half, the bit out of the centre is going to be a good shape, righto. So that's what we're aiming for. Now we need it bigger, right? So if you cut your leaf out, it's really easy to draw a leaf, you know, it's easy, pretty easy, and I like to work on the felt because it doesn't fray and it's pretty. Lovely colours, good to sew. Goes good when you're doing something wool, and I have gonna love to work with bits of wool and fabric. Everything is all my favourites. Okay. Now I'm hoping, and I do know that if you come up underneath a piece that's like this, it's easier to cut around because you can see what you're doing, okay? So you can see what you're doing, and you just cut this out to the best of your ability without doing that to it, Sonia. If you've got the dies that do this, that's good, but I have got mine and they're over there and behind all that stuff, and I can't show it to you, I'm sorry. I will get them out though, I'll get them out because they're behind. I put them up there so I could reach them. I got the big shot, I can get in, but I can't get the dies because there's a whole pile of stuff in front of them. That's about right, don't you think? We don't want to cut off too much. We're not going to have anything left to play with or to hold this on to. I might get that upside down. No, round that way. There is importance to this, that you put it on the right way. So what I'm going to do now is very, very, very slightly trim off this bit. Very slight bit of trim, not too much, just a tiny bit, because I don't want it hanging over the side. Okay, just a tiny bit, because you can take it off as slowly, as carefully as you like, for as long as you want to. Well, you know what I mean, but it's hard to put back. You can put it back, I mean, you can, but you don't want to be gluing it back together. It won't be fun at all. My mother always used to say to me the material wasn't like dough, you couldn't re-roll it, so you had to be careful. Anyway, so that's got it. But it has to be underneath that bit, because you're going to sew now on there, right? And all I've done to connect it to it is put French knots on it. I am not quite happy with this bit up here on this end. I seem to have made it a bit choppy looking. You know, I don't like things that look like I chopped it out. Let's get that off there. A tiny bit. It's a tiny bit off there. Righto. Okay. I have a thing to roll the fluff off this thing, and I can't find it. Of course I can't find it. So, now we've got to put that over there. I know it's nothing really exciting going on in the inside piece, but do we need to have something really exciting going on the inside piece? I'm going to put, it's going to have to be around the other way, I think. It depends, you see, how it was cut out, because it's just the slightest difference will make the slightest difference. Putting it together. What do you reckon? It's not too bad, is it? Find the right needle now. And I'm going to put around it a green. You reckon green's good? That's variegated, but that's not going to show up at all, because I think I went and took all my green stuff out the other day. Actually, I sent my hubby in there. I said, Jeremy, can you go and find me some green cotton? And he come back out there and he had a fair bit. Maybe this will go all right, because it's really thick. This might work. As long as it doesn't split anything. Hang on a second. We've still got more to look at here. A green reel. Must be a green reel of cotton. I want something I can see when it's on there. This is all right. It's a bit thick, and I've wrote here one of two cards of this, okay? Don't ask me where the other card is, though. Is that so I know I've got more? I think so. Right, now this is really thick, this is. Actually, I've got a bit here. That's not going to be long enough. Right, is there any more? I'm really naughty. I just pushed everything over the side here this morning. I just fell that way. I just pushed it over. If I start, it's bad enough that I've been in here looking about for ages without getting started on this. Trying to tidy it up. It takes me forever to do tidying up. I'll try this one. If it splits it, then we can start crying, you know. It should be right. Because you're coming up through a very thin, like, that should be right. Look, you're not going to fray it. That's good. I have fray stop. Hardly ever use that. I bought it and I've showed you how to use it, and I don't think I bothered to use it myself, though. Thank you, everybody, for your well wishes, and thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate you watching my channel, and my good people. I love to know that you're learning something too. So what we're going to do then, we're just going to do some French knots around the outside of this. You don't really have to stitch this together. You really don't. Before, you can just make sure that you got it straight. I'll have a knot. Maybe I'll have a knot. I'll try again. Put it like that. Okay. least I've been sleeping a bit better the last three nights or so. Been getting a bit better sleep. Haven't been waking up choking. I did a bit of coughing last night. I wasn't too bad though. I got back to sleep all right. So that was good. Don't know what thing I had, and I said to Jeremy yesterday I started feeling a bit wrong. I'm going to just do 2 wraps, okay? Now this isn't going to be easy, so but you can do it. I mean, you just have to hang on to everything and take that back through there. So you come up through there, hold it round your finger and wrap it around twice. Don't go through your thread. Don't go back through the same hole, go near it. Hold on to you work like this, hold on to that cotton and then pull that down and you have one of those. Okay, now come up here a bit further, check the back, make sure you've still got this level-ish. Might have to have a pin in there. I'm having a bit of a time with pins. Here we go. Here they are. Look at that. I couldn't find any. Look at this. I've got a truckload of them in here. I'm going to have to take some of these and put them out in the other room. I'm working on something. I am, slowly but surely. I hope. Right. Now, I don't know why I want to put that in there. I'll just hang on to it, I think. These here are backs for your earrings, like they're new and that's just sticky off the thing, and you can put them over your pins to stop them sticking in. If you want to leave them on something, make a pin decoration, I don't know. Got them for the stick pins. You push that in there. Right. I'm just going to take some of these. I need to put them in something and take them out to the other room. I do need to do that. I've got to put them in. Now that's going to be a tricky question, but anyway, we'll get to that. So there's that one, and then you come up through there again, of course. Simple really, just twist it around twice. Round twice, wait a minute, round twice, hang on to it, hang on. So what you want to do then, because this is playing and fool with me, is make it that it's really as straight as you can, and then loop that around. Did I get 2 loops? No, I didn't. 1, 2, hang on to it. Hang on to it. Righto. There we go. Oh, that looks really cool. Of course you can put any sort of stitching around here that you want really. There's no hard and fast rules on that. I don't know where I've seen this. Somewhere. I've seen it somewhere and I thought, oh good, I'll try that. But then I would have got, I think I did about 3 then I got interrupted by something and never went back to do anything with them. Which I really need to start working on fixing a lot of stuff, finishing a lot of my stuff, because I've got a heap of stuff here that I can put together. So much that I can make up. I need to do it. Seriously. Okay, got it. Another thing too, when you're doing something like this, when you're sewing anything, if you put your needle up through the back, right, if you're not careful, you could be coming from the angle. Now, when I put that up there, I've got to make sure that it's coming fair here, because sometimes you think you're going through the right place and it's coming through on an angle and it's not going to be straight. I'll have to show you on something else in a minute. This is not a very good way to explain it. But you need to watch as you're stitching that it goes in the piece straight, especially if you're doing a blanket stitch around the outside or something. Now that didn't work out very good, did it? I'm going to undo this because I can. It's a little bit open and I don't want that to be like that. The blanket stitch is especially something that we need to look at. I'll show you that in a minute though. I suppose I could show you that on the Monday stitching. I think I might leave it till then. This will be your Sunday video today, because, and then I've got to do a new Tuesday one because I put that up. Oh well, I didn't have anything to put up, and yesterday I just felt like I wanted to work on the thing out there, on my piece of work that I'm doing for the show. I wanted to work on that more than, you know, I need to get onto it. I've got another thing too I've got to start as well, but I'm not doing enough hours. I'm going to have to put in more hours. So that come undone, only probably because it's a really thick thread. You may be able to get something smaller undone, I don't know. It's up to you and your patience if you need to do it. If you want to try, I'd probably get stressed out and have to cut it off, I don't know. So we're going to wrap it round again and hang on to it a bit tighter this time so it doesn't go wrong. Not too tight because I couldn't get the needle through there. It's too tight, but anyway, it's not bad. Okay, so we're just coming down at little intervals along here to give it an interesting look. And you can do this with anything. You don't just need to use a felt thing. You can do whatever you like, but the felt and the fabric just make it, I don't know, a little bit interesting. You could use 2 felt pieces, I suppose, and underneath you could have a different one. Now I know that this piece here, this side is a little bit wider than that bit, but that's all right because it's a leaf, you know. I'm thinking, will I put veins in the inside of it? But I don't know if I want to do that. If I would stitch the veins in it, one more in here. So if you can sort of even them, space them out evenly-ish, I think that's not too bad. You can just put that like so. That one there's a little bit wonky looking, but you know what? I'm going to go across there, across the back of it, and I'm going to get hold of it and I'm going to stitch it down because I can. I just put a stitch in it to hold it down. Try not to make it too thicker. It's not too thicker, is it? Too much thicker. That was a lot of English there, wasn't it? Could be Australian or something, I suppose. It's kind of warmish today, but not too bad. I couldn't sit in here without the fan on. It was a bit too hot. Sun comes up this side of the house of the morning. Okay, so I've tightened that up at the back, tied that off, and I'm going to probably put down a couple more. I want to do a couple more because there's going to have to be more going on here, isn't there, in that one. Well, I like that. I think that looks really, really good. I do like that. Now, whether I'd put veins in the middle of that or not, I don't know. It could look good. Different colour, maybe like a lighter green. Where's that bit I had before? That's not him. Here it is. Maybe I could put the green in the centre of it. Do you think that'll take away too much from the thing itself? Maybe not. I might use this bit to do that with and see what it looks like. You do have to be prepared sometimes to take these things apart. So, I probably don't want to, but you know, it's a good idea if you got, you know, you got to be able to make sure it's the right thing. What you want is what you want to do. Now this is a very small piece of thread, and it's going to probably try to get out from in here too, which is not going to be good, but we'll have a go. I'm going to put a. I'm going to do a what's name stitch, a feather stitch down it. Come over the side here and go up in the centre. Come over the side, go up in the centre. Don't forget to put your cotton under there. Go over the side here, up through the centre, nearly in the middle anyway. We're not exactly probably, but it's not bad. Well, I do like how that's turned out. I do love that. That is really cool. I like it. Now, do I do another one on the other side? Maybe I will, because you don't want it looking like it's lost. Just got to make sure that I've got enough thread, and I just only have, and that's good. Didn't waste that bit, did we? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Hey, look, that's cool, isn't it? It's an interesting stitch. I like the interesting stitches. Hopefully on a Sunday we might be able to start things like whatever we're working on, or it might be nice to have something a bit different sometimes. Okay, so, and I've got a round one. Where's some more of those? I found this piece of velvet and I thought that might look good on here. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Why haven't I got more of that? I might do some stitches in here, some leaves. I could do them out of the dark green, I suppose. That would look nice, wouldn't it? And I want to put this one over here somewhere with a few mates of his. I'll give him a couple of mates, just for the fun of it, eh? I wonder about the circle. How could I put the circle on there? That's got a bit cut off the end of it. We can't use him. He's got a bit missing. Any more circles? I've got a white one and I've got a blue one. Excuse me, I've been drinking too much water. Or talking too much, swallowing too much air. Okay. That's snazzy. I need to put something on this now. I need to sew that first before I even think about doing any more. I need to sew this down. So I'm going to use something, I need a pinky thing, a pinkish, real pinkish thing. Pinkish. Pink thing, or a purple thing. How about a purple one? That'll look good, won't it? Is it too thick, is it? No, it's not. It's good. Oh, hang on, there's another one here. And more. There's that one. I've already used that there. How about that? That's very thin, that is. It's not going to show up much. I might use this one here, the thicker one. Okay, because we're using, what's the name, the wool, it'll show up really well, I think. Which needle will I use? I've got a stack of them here now. Heaps of needles. Rightio. So what stitch are we going to do? Don't know yet. Something. We're going to do something along there. Oh, there's a little butterfly, he's flying away. Put that over there, don't lose him. Righto. Now, it's got all fluff on it. I might want to put this on the edge like that. I don't know why. We're just doing a bit of, something of interest. Not the white. No, it's not going to work the white. Shame I haven't got another open circly thing. Blue one. Yep. In this other bag here. What do I do with the orange ones? Did I get? Oh yeah, I've got them here though. There it is. Oh, and the purple one. Oh, that's nice. Wow. So I might do that and that, you know. That sort of thing. Because this is going to go around under there. Okay. Righto. Blanket stitch mainly is the best to do. You know, this is to go around the edge unless I do a chain stitch. I don't know if it'll stop it. I don't want it to fray. I might just pull that piece out there that's going to come undone anyway. There we go. Now I've made it a little frilly, but that doesn't matter. I could do a blanket chain stitch on this, couldn't I? Or feather stitch. I haven't done the feather stitch yet. I might do that. So we just put that through there. come up to where we are and come down where we are. I need this to be level like that there, right? So then you go over this side and you put it in line with that one, okay? And you get down in there and come out over a bit. I didn't go over far enough, I don't think. We'll see what happens anyway. So put, whoops, a daisy now, hang on. Okay, nobody panic. Now that's nice. And that's going to hold him in place. Come up there and do that bit. There. This is going to be an awesome wrap cover thingy, isn't it? Awesome. I have been looking at my vintage style laces and things, figuring I'm going to work on something like with them later. I found, I keep finding the good stuff. I keep finding all that. Oh, this is all good stuff. Things that I haven't seen or used for years because I haven't been able to find it. Now it's all surrounding me. If you just only knew. But like hubby said, we're better off just to leave it there because I'm only going to put it back, aren't I? I'm going to fish it out again. So I'm happy to do that. I'm just going to leave it there. And then I can just, you know, occasionally I can ask him if he can put stuff away or fish me down something else to work with. Now that is awesome. I do love that. It might look a little bit thick, but that doesn't matter. I think it looks good. It's texture, isn't it, that we're looking for? Interesting ideas and texture. Coming round the corner. This way. Out there. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I thought I was going the wrong way, but I did. Thought I was. Under there. Come on. Alright, this is a bit too long than the other bit. We don't want that bit of thread too longer than the piece that we're working with because... Sorry. Hang on. Oh. Nobody panic. Just have a bit of orange juice. Right. Hope these are all good. Personally, I'm not looking forward to the winter time. But it's got to be autumn first, but still not looking forward to the cold. And I don't think we've had a very hot summer, but anyway. I think it's been a lot better to sleep too without it being too hot or too cold. I mean, night before last I think I got too hot, which is really weird because it... But anyway, rightio, hope that's not going to buckle up there. We don't want that. We need it to be nice and straight. That looks like a bit... There's something under there. There's that piece of wool under there. That's why that's looking like that. Maybe I'll put stuff in on it and you're not going to even notice that anyway. It's a little bit bulky. Come on. What's occurring here? I think I've made a mistake. Do you think I've made a mistake? I'll put that up there, same level as that one. It doesn't matter though, because I think I'm going to go down here and because of the corner, my mind must have been telling me I better put another stitch close by just to hold things in place a bit better. Wrap that round there. Yeah. This one over here, too high there, Sonya. Get carried away now. Put that down in there. That bit. Right. Yeah, I'm going to They're all good. If I undo this bit of thread here, that'll be straight, look. It was just a matter of me fixing that bit. Now I can end this off. I can end that off there. Alrighto. Now, we want to put this here, upside down, maybe upside down. I was actually going to make one for there, wasn't I? But there's not going to be, it won't fit there. This looks really good. It is a shame though that I have got all that bulkhead underneath there. I didn't really think about that. I should have cut that off, shouldn't I? It's a bit late now, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I can get in there now. I've stitched all that down. It'll be fine. It will be fine. So we need to put that on here. Like, we go up this way a bit further. Put it up there. And then I want a purple ring. On the purple ring. Another one of these. Which I'll have to make one of those. And a green circle. Maybe not. Okay, hang on a minute. I found this a while ago. And I can't believe I got it. I must have more. I hope I got more is what I really want to have more. I want more. Because I know I had I had 2 bits of it, but and it's this stuff that opens up and you've got a nice bit of this. See? Isn't that jazzy? I do like that. That's very jazzy, isn't it? Well, I'm a bit disappointed in this because I didn't realise how much there was under there. I wonder if I can get it off. No, because you've stitched that down to there. You've stitched that under there too. Gracious me. I'm going to undo it. I know. I'm going to have to undo it. I'm sorry about this, but I will have to go and undo it, and I'll come back on here and show you how that... Because I'm really upset about that. I couldn't believe it. I'm sitting here talking about it and telling you. And then just left it there. I can't believe I left it there. It won't take much to undo it. It's not going to be that hard. So I'm just going to go across here and pull this out. And then I can cut off that bit of extra, way too much blue bit. I just want to cut that off there. Okay? So, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you'll have a try of an interesting leaf thing. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.